Hey y'all, welcome back to Chasing Dreams Homestead. It's been a little while since we did a morning coffee chat. We actually slept in this morning, y'all. I joke about it before I got vet bod. My body is killing me. My joints are hurting like you wouldn't believe from old injuries and all the manual work we've been doing. Our office job, sitting at a desk all day, has made us soft.
I just hurt.
She just hurts. What hurts, Mama Dreams?
Everything. My fibromyalgia is definitely screaming. Mostly it's from like my lower back all the way down to my feet is what hurts the worst. Okay in the morning for the most part, and then by the end of the day, even walking hurts. But
Yeah,
it's got to get done.
it's got to get done, and I'm glad you spoke up a little louder because we don't have our microphones on.
Sorry, guys.
She's not a loud-spoken woman.
No.
Mama Dreams, we're on vacation.
This is what a vacation is. I see why everybody saves up money to go on vacation.
Yo, we were supposed to go on an epic road trip to Las Vegas this year.
Yeah.
We saved up leave from our job for over a year to be able to take off this much time. This is the longest she and I have ever taken off working at our job.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I've not had a solid week off in over a decade, so it's just kind of like, wow. But we had to do the responsible thing.
Did we have to? I think we wanted.
It was becoming a hazard, y'all.
It was.
It was becoming a hazard. If you saw the demo video, part 1, you saw how Genesis looked like she was on a trampoline. All it was going to take was a few more months, maybe even a year, and those rotted joists were going to just let somebody fall through the floor. It was not a good look. So we've been working like crazy.
Since last Thursday.
Since last Thursday, she said,
Mm-hmm.
on our remodel and demo project. So if you follow those videos, you know, and I won't go into deep detail about those. We also, and we'll be uploading this at some point once we do the front face of the pen and finish it so you can see the full product. We also got our meat pig pen set up.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool. That was almost a half a day adventure there doing that.
Between the three of us, me, you, and Dylan, it took, yeah. But it got done.
Mm-hmm.
And Jimmy and Dean are pretty happy out there.
She named them Jimmy Dean.
And got plenty of room. Eventually, Blondie will be moved over with those guys, and that
Maybe
will be...
we'll move her over there today.
I don't know. I guess. Then we'll have to put people with Clover, so he's not alone.
We're going to put people with Clover?
I meant, they're people to me.
We're going to put the boys with Clover.
Put the boys to get adjusted with Clover. So.
Boar pen, y'all. It's the boar pen. That way we can control our breedings and only have cooney litters when we want to have cooney litters.
And if my goat keeps going, it'll be right in there with them too.
Goose is in full rut right now,
I
y'all.
don't know what Goose is. I don't know if it's full rut. I figured it'd be over by now.
No, it's still cold, baby.
Like, he just doesn't leave anybody alone.
Just being a horny goat.
Like, he's even going after the dogs, the Pyrenees.
Yeah, it's
And
hilarious.
Ghost doesn't know what to do because River plays with him.
Mm-hmm.
And so he thinks it's okay. Indy, not so much, especially if her food's out. But Ghost is like, dude, no.
Yeah.
No. So he doesn't. I'm like, I'm sorry, Goose. Like, you only can play with River. But of course they're all white and 3 of them, so he doesn't know who is who. But
so he runs up behind River and he hops on her back and mounts her, and she just spins around and thinks it's funny, and they're playing.
Mm-hmm.
Little does she know he's really trying to breed her.
And poor Nova, like, she just...
Yeah, Supernova, our little doe, she is, she's about done of Goose's nonsense, too.
Mm-hmm.
So today on the plate, we've got to build the platform for the chimney stack. That is first and foremost.
I'm definitely be glad to get that in. We've been with no chimney.
No heat,
No,
other than space heaters.
space heaters, yeah, please don't say no heat. We've had the little space heaters in here for the kids, and then we have one upstairs, but...
Yeah. I mean, they're doing the job, but if it gets much colder, they're not going to work real well in this block house by no means.
Yeah, so it'll be great to have a fireplace back, even with the wall not down.
Yep.
So, that and... So what else we got to do?
Sorry, y'all. I'm tired. I gotta think. Just put me on the spot. We're gonna do a little bit of decluttering after we get that chimney stack put up. We've got a bunch of, or not really a bunch, but we've got excess cattle panels that I thought of a creative place to store them so they're not just sitting out in the yard. What else we got going on, baby?
Just cleaning up the messes that are in the 2 rooms, I guess. So it's a little easier. You said something about getting the long table off.
Yep. We gotta take our old long table off. Mom Dreams doesn't like it anymore. And then I've got to finish putting all the screws in the OSB. And Dylan's in the background doing hand signs, thinking he's at the YMCA. And it's very distracting. So I apologize for that, y'all. Dylan, why don't you just get on the camera instead of being in the background, distracting the tar out of us and making us lose our train of thought, buddy? Come on over here by your mom.
Go start the saw and turn it down. 2 at 2.
Oh, man. This vacation has not been very vacation-y.
No, and then tomorrow, like, we're going to probably have a little woosah day. I mean, I've got cleaning because I have not been able to clean. So I've got some, that part to catch up on.
Yeah. When we've got ongoing construction, this place is a wreck.
And my dogs need grooming. They look a hot mess.
Tools just scattered everywhere. What do you
2.
want, brother,
Put it on
man?
a 2 or a
We're
3.
shooting a coffee chat, Dylan. You're interrupting.
That's what happens when you got kids at home.
That could have waited, brother.
He didn't listen to instructions. I know you guys heard me say put it on a 2.
Y'all, I'm telling you, we
3.
keep it raw and real for you. This is like Roseanne, and we don't do retakes. So you get what you get. You better not throw a fit, all right? Man. I would ask that everybody prays for a member of our group. I'm not going to give his name out just for privacy, but this old fella is a veteran. He's an awesome individual, hard-working man, inspiration to me at the stage of his life, the things that him and his wife get done around their homestead. And he recently had a heart attack and just got released from the hospital, so now he's got to take things slow and follow doctor's orders so that he can rehab. So y'all please pray for him, and at some point if he wants to let everybody know who he is, that's perfectly fine. But for right now, I'm just not going to give his name. Just know that he's a really great individual, and he almost always comes 3 or 4 hours down to our events when we throw events. So just keep an eye out or a prayer out for him is what I would like to ask you. I'm sorry, we are dog tired, y'all.
Struggle buzzing, guys.
We are. This is probably like the most disorganized coffee chat ever. Oh my goodness.
That's okay, dear.
Sophie's basketball games have been rocking.
Yep.
She didn't get a whole lot of playtime. Oh, sorry. This last game, the main coach was over elsewhere, and the assistant coach kind of kept the same girls in pretty much the whole game instead of rotating through the bench, which that's her coaching philosophy, and that's okay. But Sophie's first game, she played a whole lot, and for me as a father, I always thought that Sophie was not going to be a coachable kid because she didn't really have the maturity to understand constructive criticism or just trying to talk to her about things that she could improve. And I think my little girl's growing up, y'all, because she went from being the kid that got lost and would never really help much on projects and would find something to distract her and not being coachable to she's being a workhorse. She's busting butt around here, helping with the projects. And she and I were able to sit and review game footage the other night and really talk about what she could do to improve. I mean, she's doing a great job sticking her assignment. They let her know who to guard and playing defense, but we talked about some aspects where she could have pulled off some offensive talent and stole the ball a few times that she was so keyed in on who she was guarding that she missed the opportunity when she ran past the ball handler to take the ball. So we talked about that, and I'm curious to see how that plays out tomorrow night at her next game. And for me, it's just a really proud moment because you raise these kids up, and as a parent, sometimes you feel like, man, I'm just parenting and trying, and it's not clicking for the kiddo, and it clicked for her, and it's awesome to see it.
She's our stubborn child.
She is stubborn.
So,
she's
see
strong-willed.
And she definitely hates being told or, say, okay, look at this. This is something you might have could have done better or an opportunity. And usually she's like, shuts you down.
Yeah.
Nastily shuts you down. But she did it, and I was super proud of her, too, that she was able to have that moment with him.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing Saturday?
Oh, us? I thought you were asking them.
You. I looked at you.
Y'all, I'm tired of not thinking straight. We are going hunting. Sophie is trying to wrap up her hunter's ed course so that she can get her temporary license, her youth license, and we're going to go hunting. Dylan's getting to go too. And I told Jake yesterday that I may sit Dylan with him because at their age they still have to have someone chaperoning them. That way I can enjoy Sophie's first hunt with Sophie. So that's pretty exciting.
You're going to make Kim by yourself.
Huh?
Yeah, I think he said something about Kim hunting too, didn't he?
No, Kim's not going.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
I bet she was.
If she is, I didn't hear it, and I'm sorry, Kim.
Yeah, so while they're off doing that, me and Genesis are going to plop our butts on the couch, and it's Christmas movies
That's
all
right.
day. Maybe
right.
you might go get her a new bed. I don't know.
Yeah.
Depends on my mood and if the bed that she wants is still available. But other than that, I'm doing nothing.
Yeah.
Not cleaning.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And hey guys, if you signed up for the Christmas card exchange, just understand that while we've been on vacation, we have been busting hump around here. We do totally plan to try to get that list together and get you guys a group chat set up by the end of the week, but it'll be the end of the week.
I'm writing them down.
Yeah,
so
she's keeping track of them. We've just got to build the master mailer list to send out to everybody so that you have it.
Yeah.
So just be patient with us. You'll still have plenty of time to get your cards ready. You can already go ahead and start getting your cards and your envelopes and everything ready. Then all you'll need is the address and the stamp.
Yeah.
But we are going to get that done. Don't worry. We're not dropping the ball on that. I know a lot of people have been like, when is the cookbook coming out, guys? And that is
my
a...
fault.
It's not...
We've been busy. It is. I still have everything. I've just got to get it organized and put together
and built in a way that it flows smoothly for a cookbook. You know, obviously one section needs to be soups and that kind of thing, and other sections need to be entrees and breakfast and all that. So it's a lot of work that goes into it, especially for two people that are raising a bunch of kids and also... What are you doing, son?
Genesis needs money now.
She's gonna have to wait.
Yeah, Genesis can wait on money. She's at school, brother. And
It's for her field trip that she has to have. It was due today.
Oh, she didn't wake us.
She did not wake us up.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. My son is being a distraction again, but being
Genesis...
shy about being on the phone or on the camera. I should say.
told him to wait. She's not gonna die.
Yeah, she's not gonna die.
I'll
It'll
get
be
it
okay.
to her as soon
It's
as I
not
can
that
get
big
it
of
to
an
her.
emergency.
I'll give it to you in a few minutes.
When you're a kid, everything's an emergency.
Now.
When you grow up, you realize that what you thought was an emergency wasn't an emergency, and there are real world emergencies.
Honestly, I probably shouldn't send it to her.
No.
No, it's a fun field trip that she's wanting to go on.
Yeah.
So.
But back to the cookbook. We'll get that done. We're hoping to have that done this winter when things slow down and all we're doing is animal chores, because Mama Dreams is not a big fan of getting outside in the really cold weather and doing projects.
I'll do chores, but I'm not gonna work. I really don't do chores either, but I've got it set up to where it's pretty manageable and I can get it done in a timely fashion. So.
Yep. And yesterday, while I was at the feed mill owner sold me a really cool hog water setup that we had never heard of. Because I asked him, I said, brother, I always thread my hog nipples in the barrels and it keeps them clean water. But over the course of a couple months or so, they end up knocking the nipple a few too many times and it gets loose and starts to leak. I asked if he had anything to sell me that would work better for that. And he sold me something really cool. So you guys just stay tuned. I will be putting together a video on that once we get that assembled. And that'll be helpful to a lot of folks, I think. But
anything to make water in the winter.
Yeah.
Easier.
Yeah. Now I will have to figure out a way to keep that water from freezing now that we're doing a different method. Now, when we use those hog barrels, the barrels with the nipple on them, the water never freezes and it works like a champ, especially if you have the lid on it. This new method, we're going to have a hose and the barrel's going to be elevated and the hose is going to feed a metal water. So I've got to figure out how to insulate all that line so that it doesn't freeze when it's coming from the barrel to the metal water. So it's just some thought that I'll have to put into it to figure that out. During the summer months and warm months, it'll be perfect. I've just got to figure out a way for the winter months. But, y'all, I'm sorry that this coffee chat has been all over the place, but we're all over the place right now, so bear with us. And I think we've rambled enough. What do you think, Mama Dreams?
I think you have rambled enough.
Oh, just me?
It wasn't me.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Anyhow, y'all, as always, till next time.
Keep dreaming.